And the Wall Street Journal says it's been targeted by Chinese hackers. The paper says hackers were trying to monitor its coverage of China. But a Chinese embassy spokesman condemned the allegations of cyber spying, saying the paper has no evidence.
The United States is considering more assertive action against China to combat cyber threats it believes Chinese hackers are waging against the New York Times and the Wall Street Journal.
It's a story that's hit home. The New York Times reporting on a cyber attack on its own computers. The attack coincided with an investigative piece the paper had done on China's prime minister, published in October. Security experts working with the Times quickly concluded the hackers were from China and that some of the techniques were ones they've seen used by China's military in the past.
This is very serious. This is a persistent, active, increasingly active cyber espionage campaign that has targeted U.S. defense companies and media organizations and activist groups and Chinese dissidents.
All employee passwords were stolen and used, says the Times, to gain access to personal computers of 53 employees. The Times says hackers were looking for sources in the investigative story, but the paper says the information for the article was based on public records. And the paper believes hackers entered through a spear phishing attack.
All a spear phishing attack takes is one email, one cleverly worded email sent to one employee, sometimes from the name of their boss or someone in payroll, that's intended to lure them to click on a malicious link or open an attachment. And once you click on that link, they are inside our network.
Security company Mandiant was hired by the New York Times to secure its systems, and it says it's all too common. It identifies the hackers as a group called APT-12, Advanced Persistent Threat, and the company says it is known to first infiltrate computers inside the U.S. it sees as vulnerable, then attack its real target.
There's thousands of computers compromising the United States at universities, at mom and pop shops, I call them, small organizations without a big cybersecurity program. And those computers are being used as the beachhead to hack blue chip American companies.
He says companies are coming under constant attack, but they just don't talk about it. The Times chose to report on it, it says, to educate its readers.
The Times said there is no evidence that sensitive emails or files related to the investigation into the Wen family were accessed, downloaded, or copied. The paper started monitoring its computer network closely in October after it learned of warnings from the Chinese government officials that its investigation into the wealth of Wen's relatives would have consequences. Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesman Hong Lei has denied China's involvement in the cyber attacks. He said that it's irrational for the Times to reach its conclusion without solid evidence. He said Chinese law clearly prohibits computer hacking and that he hopes all parties involved will act responsibly.